So, social anxiety disorder. Firstly, I want to emphasize that it is a disorder that requires treatment and has some diagnostic criteria that must be met to be diagnosed. The essential feature of social anxiety disorder is a marked or intense fear or anxiety of social situations in which the individual may be scrutinized by others. Technically, people with SAD worry that others will judge them negatively. These people are really afraid to be seen as anxious, weak, crazy, stupid, boring, intimidating, and so on. Additionally, they are afraid to be judged for showing anxiety symptoms like blushing, trembling, sweating, which creates a vicious circle. Some people are scared to offend others and be rejected as a result. They are also embarrassed by their physical anxiety symptoms, so they try to hide them the best they can. For example, an individual with a fear of trembling hands may avoid drinking, eating, writing, or pointing in public. An individual with fear of sweating may avoid shaking hands or eating spicy foods. And an individual with a fear of blushing may avoid public performances, bright lights, or discussions about intimate topics. For some people, it is also a problem to urinate in public restrooms when other individuals are present. It is also called shy bladder syndrome. By the way, if you keep watching, please hit the like button, leave a comment or subscribe to the channel. You can do all three of those or just one. It is very important for us creators and for the YouTube algorithms also. Social situations almost always provoke anxiety, and the key phrase here is almost always. Returning to the beginning of our video when we spoke about occasional discomfort or interacting with others, or a desire not to leave the house, does not have anything to do with anxiety. The degree and type of fear experienced by people with social anxiety disorder can vary each time they encounter a social situation. Sometimes they feel anxious about an upcoming event well ahead of time, worrying for weeks or practicing speeches repeatedly for days. Other times, they may experience sudden panic attacks during social situations. The next criterion is that a person often avoids social situations that he or she fears. And it's not just a party or some social outings. It can be a job interview or simply going to work. As we can imagine, it has a huge impact on the quality of life. If they can get all the strength and actually force themselves to attend those necessary events, situations are handled with intense fear or anxiety. Can you imagine experiencing it day after day after day after day? People with social anxiety disorder often feel like they will be judged, and their fear is usually disproportional to the social situation. However, sometimes their anxiety is justified, such as when they are being bullied or harassed by others. It is important to have a clinician evaluate these situations to determine whether the fear is excessive or not. Typically, symptoms must last for at least 6 months. But this criterion allows for some degree of flexibility, as everyone's experience is unique. It is essential to note that fear, anxiety, and avoidance should significantly impact the person's normal routine, work or school, social life or relationships. Additionally, some other severe mental health disorders can be mistaken for social anxiety disorder. So, if you want to learn more about this topic, click on the link to watch another important video. Thank you and see you next time.